Customer Service Award. We talk about focusing on our customer. When Howard talks at a number of events, he wants us to be a very customer-focused organization. I've got a series of examples here where individuals demonstrate a really strong focus on customers. Mark Stokes and Lawrence Davies. Mark and Lawrence, are you here, please? We did talk about Lynette last week with Coca-Cola, and this is the same customer feedback from Coca-Cola Enterprises where both Mark and Lawrence are involved in servicing that client.
Thank you.
Thank you. We've had some outstanding customer feedback about the professionalism of their engagements, both from a training perspective and also from an assessment service delivery perspective. So thank you. It's really nice to get specific customers writing back into the organization and mentioning people by name. Andy Harris. Where's Andy? Andy has the highest level of customer satisfaction for the training courses that he's been delivering. We always ask our customers at the end of a training course, what do you think of the course and the tutor and of all the training? Andy is the man that has the highest. So thank you. Well done. We've talked about assessment and training. We talk about testing services. John Stewart. Well, John is, he has a really high level of customer satisfaction in delivering client manager assessments. So he's obviously not here today, but he should be congratulated for that as well. Richard Anthony, testing services. Now, I know Richard isn't here today. I'd like Ken to come up, please, on Richard's behalf. Richard is the certification manager in BSI within the testing services business that has achieved the highest level of customer satisfaction and customer feedback for the testing services part of his role there as well. And that relates specifically to the 3M relationship that I believe he's very involved in, and the contribution that 3M has made to the trading position of testing services during last year. The next one is Pat Webster from the healthcare team. Where is Pat? Is Pat here? Congratulations, well done. Thank you. Taking a slightly different focus now, a significant contribution to the business in terms of the trading position, and this one has a bit of an international flavor. I'd like Sarah to come up from our Italian business, please.
Thank you, Rob.
So Sarah's been driving a very strong customer focus, a very strong sales focus in the Italian team. We've seen a very strong increase in sales, turning off a number of agency relationships and actually going direct with our own sales organization. Thank you very much. Michelle and Jan, please, from the finance team. Congratulations. Okay, I think Michelle is off sick, but this relates to the outstanding performance in reducing our debt, collecting cash from customers when they don't really want to pay cash and not really making them very unhappy in the process. I think keeping that balance around customer satisfaction but collecting the money is really, really important to the business. Amandeep. Where is Amandeep? This, of course, relates to kitemark.com and doing all of the work to really get kitemark.com launched. Congratulations. Thank you. Another international one now, Hans. Where is Hans? I've seen him this morning. Notwithstanding the focus on working time, Hans has done some 170 billable days in the year, a really high level of utilization, but at the same time, a really high level of customer satisfaction associated with that. So an outstanding performance there. Thank you very much. We're still on significant contribution. There's still a few more to go. The next one is Trevor Dodd. Where's Trevor? Here is Trevor. This is related to the OSAS scheme and all of the work he's done in relation to the scheme. Thank you very much. We talked about the global accreditations we've achieved in the last year. He's been instrumentally involved in that whole process and really sorting out a number of issues with our health and safety scheme that we offer to our customers. Thank you, Trevor. Matt Johnson. Top performing sales. Thank you, Matt. Top performing sales, telesales, delivered a strong performance in 2009, £1 million worth of new business, which is a record for the telesales role. So that's an outstanding performance. Thank you very much, Matt. Ian McGuinness. Now, I know Ian isn't here today because Ian is busy doing some work for BASEC. So I'd like Mark Mayo, if Mark Mayo is here, to perhaps accept the award on behalf of Ian. Of course, we've had a number of challenges with BASEC and all the discussions with them. We've had some new work, some new commitments that we've made. Thank you very much. And Ian could have been here today, should have been here today, but actually he's busy doing work for the customer, which is a very important thing to be doing. Tim Wixie. Where is Tim? From the healthcare perspective. Thank you, Tim. So Tim's the team leader in the key test laboratory in Hemel, having joined BSI. This is an area that's very much in turnaround situation in many degrees, in particular this lab. There's lots of value-added things he's done to make that whole process much, much better. So thank you, Tim. Okay. Sue Lower. Is Sue here with us today? Steve Wright. Where is Steve? We talked about PAS 125. We talked about real success of PAS 125 during the last year. Notwithstanding that, there's all sorts of challenges, as some of you may know, associated with how we're running that scheme. And Steve has been very, very involved in supporting the business in managing and mitigating some risks around how the PAS 125 scheme is being run. So thank you very much. Okay, Sham and Omar from the Middle Eastern business. They're not here today, but I'd like to ask Jens to come up and accept some recognition on their behalf. We talked about the growth, sales growth, the performance of the Middle Eastern business, and these two individuals have been instrumental in marketing and sales and really driving that growth engine for the Middle Eastern business. So please pass on our congratulations.